Okay, dear subscribers, today we're having a little bit of a talk with an American person from Titusville, Florida, and well, originally he's from Delaware, but now resides in Florida. And I decided to have a conversation with him on some phonetical topics, and we'll let him read some excerpts and sentences with vowel sounds that some Americans pronounce differently and some pronounce another way. So just have him read that. So we'll see how a native Delawarean and a person that lives in Florida now pronounces them. So, well, how are you doing, Christian?
I'm doing good, Sergey. How are you?
Yeah, I'm great. So I guess our viewers can see the screen right now. It's the sentences. Some of the words are supposed to be pronounced by standard American with an ah sound and some with an ah sound. But I just wonder how you would read it in the most natural way for you if you were just asked to say this to your close friend, say.
Oh, sure. Well, I'll just read it.
Yeah.
I thought the cop stopped him because he lost his hot dog.
Yes. Okay, so by the first sentence, we can see that you don't have the merger, that you pronounce the ah and ah sounds completely different. Like thought and lost and dog are pronounced with an ah sound, and the cop, stop, and hot are with an ah sound, with a short o sound. So it's closer to the standard American pronunciation. So actually, they say that the expression that shows whether the merger has occurred or not is a hot dog. Like Americans that have the merger say hot dog or hot dog. But can you repeat how you said it?
I just say hot dog.
Yeah, hot dog. So this is the most typical way it sounds for Americans that didn't have the merger. Okay, can you please read number 2?
Oh, sure. I bought an office on the top floor.
Mm-hmm.
I spoke that as if I was talking to somebody, a non-native speaker. So let me try that as if I was talking to a speaker.
Yeah.
I bought an office on the top floor.
Yeah. So the word can you pronounce the word office once again?
Office.
Oh, office. You say an ah sound there. Well, I don't even know whether it is because I heard a lot of Americans use an ah sound there. So well, that's peculiar. I don't know how many Americans would say ah and how many would say ah, but definitely majority would say ah in the word bought and ah in the word top. But this one is a more controversial word. Okay, well, how would you say number 3?
I ate coleslaw on the green lawn.
Yeah, these both words have the ah sound. Majority of native speakers, probably beside the very western part of the country, would pronounce the ah sound. Here, number 4.
I thought I saw a green wall and dropped the ball.
Yeah, the only word here with an ah sound is dropped. Yeah, so I think in Florida they speak pretty much a general American, in some cases are more controversial, but generally it sounds with the general American with where a Caught-Cot merger hasn't happened yet, but it's happening in some regions. But I hope that it's not going to happen everywhere, because Americans need to preserve more vowels, because vowels is what makes American English special, especially such multitude of them is what is really peculiar. But another thing is a pan merger. So here is the thing. Those sentences I actually made myself, and the pan merger, I took from a video from YouTube. I saw a guy say sentences. Can you say these?
Oh, sure. I used a straight pin to poke a hole in an ink pen after writing down my pin for the ATM.
Yeah, next one, try.
I asked him to fix the hem on my pants.
Yeah.
Number 3.
Yeah.
My new tent has a tint of green to it.
Yes. Next one.
He lent her let me try that again. Excuse me. He lent her the sweater made from dryer lint.
Mm-hmm. Number 5.
He was given no hints. Hence, the answer was never found.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Ben looked through the bin to find his favorite toy.
Well, actually, the way you sound, you don't have the merger. You pronounce these two sounds separately. And it's a little bit surprising for me because Florida is in the southern part of the country, and they have a map here for the pen merger. This is the map I found on Wikipedia, in the Wikipedia article on the merger, and so the violet color shows the area where the merger happened for most of the speakers. So most of the Florida, outside of the besides the very southern part, the merger happened. But where's Titusville in this map? Is it Titusville in the violet area or the?
Well, it's actually pronounced Titusville,
Yeah,
but
Titusville.
It is just above the line there. It is in the purple.
Yeah, it's in the purple, but just barely above the line, right?
Yes, just barely above. Probably, I was going to say a quarter of an inch.
Yeah.
That doesn't help. That doesn't help your viewers.
Well, a quarter of an inch is approximately 6 to 7 millimeters. So they're going to understand that 6 to 7 millimeters above the. Yeah, but see, still the way you sound, it didn't happen. Maybe it's Delawarean influence. Hard to say.
Yes, Delaware is up there on the East Coast, and it's far from your line.
Yeah, it's on the wide area. Actually, when I worked with a person from Nebraska, actually Nebraska is in the wide zone here. But when he said bin, because we worked in agriculture, we were talking about grain bins, and he'd say grain bin. So he would pronounce the word bin. It sounded just like ben. So I didn't hear any difference between the two words when he pronounced them. So thank you.
Yeah, to me it's ben and bin.
So phonologically for you, they sound completely different, don't they?
Yes. When I pronounce them, they sound completely different. I have heard the ben and ben, bin and bin. I have heard that plenty of times before, so we understand it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about other Russian listeners, but to me, the way you pronounce them also sounded differently. But have you personally heard, or have you encountered other Americans that would merge these two sounds, like ben, or him?
Oh, I've heard plenty of different speakers that will do that. Yes.
Yeah. So America is very versatile in its dialects. But it was very nice to talk to a real live Floridian that gave us that shed some light on these two phonetic occurrences in American phonology that are taking place right now, and there are a lot more. So some more videos are to come, and thank you very much, Christian, for taking part in this. It's priceless for us to listen to a native speaker that pronounces words, so we can see how the living American English works in real time. Okay, so thank you, Chris.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
No problem, Sergey.
Yeah, thank you, Christian. So I would say goodbye to my viewers, and I hope this video sheds some light on American phonology. Goodbye, guys.